So much, Chris. A few races in our area will affect the Senate and the House, but nationally, we're looking at other major players such as California, West Virginia, Florida, Nevada. Here with a closer look at the race is Jamie Chandler from Hunter College. So nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Let's talk about the House races. It is so juicy. I don't even know where to start. But the Republicans need 39 seats to take control, and you can see Boehner just, kind of salivating at that. Let's start with Massachusetts. Barney Frank against Sean Billet. How do you match it up?
That's a really interesting race because, Barney Frank's been an incumbent for many years. I think the biggest weakness he had right now is serving on the House Finance Committee. It's a really tough race. Sean Billet has been getting some money from the Tea Party, but I see Barney Frank winning. All right, you take it. It's Barney in Massachusetts, Barney Frank. Let's move to Illinois, Obama's home state. We've got Bill Foster against Randy Holdgren. Right, that's Dennis Hassert's old seat, probably going to go Republican. It was a Democrat seat in 2006. But, that's the biggest thing about these House races is all the people that are in danger of losing are from 2006 election.
Well, let's talk about that. Is that a backlash? Are we seeing this election about President Obama, and that's why the incumbents are trying to distance themselves from him right now?
Yeah, it's completely a referendum against Obama. And one of the big problems about these races is the Democrats couldn't run on the successes of the health care bill as well as the stimulus. So they've been avoiding it.
Well, let's talk about his speech. We were talking about Obama giving a speech in Boehner, everything that's been going on last minute leading up to Election Day. Your predictions, and what do you think?
Well, this weekend, Obama gave his weekly address, and then John Boehner gave his response. And Obama's address was actually almost somewhat resignation to defeat. He was talking more about bipartisanship after the election. And Boehner, on the other hand, was very charged up, very aggressive. So the Republicans have a lot of enthusiasm over this election.
All right, we're going to talk about the national landscape. Of course, we have many hours of that. Yeah. But let's talk about New York races. Lots of key races here.
Right.
Let's talk about Gillibrand and DeGuardi.
Well, Gillibrand's going to be an easy victory, as well as Chuck Schumer. They've had a lot of money going into their campaigns, so I don't see any problems for the Democrats there.
All right, let's move on upstate. What do you see as being a problem?
It's going to be a really tough race in the upstate congressional districts. These are all former Republican seats, temporarily Democrat in 2006, but I see all of them going to Republican hands. And huge money pouring in from Karl Rove's Political Action Committee, Sarah Palin's Political Action Committee. Tea Party is like all over these races.
Okay, so you're saying the upstate of New York will be controlled by Republicans and Tea Party. Interesting prediction there, Jamie Chandler from Hunter College. We might have to hold you to it. Stick around to learn more about our candidates in our area. Go to WPIX.com/morningnews. Of course, we're going to have extended coverage, election coverage on WPIX.com. We're going to be broadcasting live on the web all day. We're going to have analysts like Jamie breaking down the races for you. If you have questions, they'll be sure to have the answer.